Because I look terrible. Like I did makeup from here down. And then I'm using this for camouflage. Hello and welcome to Q&A Friday. This Q&A is brought to you by Luka. Luka, your job is to ask me as many questions as you can.
Did you write them down?
No. Whatever questions, AMA, ask me anything.
What's your favorite morning routine?
My favorite morning routine or the favorite thing in my morning routine?
Pick your poison, I don't know.
The favorite part of my morning routine is making my tea.
If you did not have kids, what would you do differently now knowing having kids? As opposed to before when you didn't have the kids in a typical day?
God, I would be so much more productive.
You think so?
I think so because having kids, it's like you cram so much into your free time that whenever I don't have kids, I'm wildly productive. So I think I would take advantage of being able to just go anywhere and do what, like, at any time. I think, honestly, that's the most difficult adjustment to having kids is that when you want to do something, you can't just do it. You can't just say, well, now I'm going to go to the store. Put on your shoes and get your bag and go out the door. You can't just say, I'm going to go meet a friend for coffee right now. You can't just do what you want when you want to, and I think, honestly, that's the most difficult part. So I would take much more advantage of that.
What was the most or few of the most European things that I was doing that were embarrassing to you when I met you?
You tucked your shirt in.
I tucked my shirt in?
That was embarrassing. You came to California and tucked your shirt in, wore jeans with a belt. That was bad.
What about capri pants?
Yeah, that was embarrassing. And you came into my work.
You have spider coming down your neck.
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm serious. It's right here.
Is this Luka?
What's it gonna do? It was tiny spider.
I want the world to know that... No, it's in there. I can see it. It's still alive. It's in the crevice. You're the worst spider killer there is. Let's put that on the list.
Whatever. You made me kill him.
It was trespassing. I have like the creepy crawlies now where I just itch everywhere.
Creepy crawlies. Okay, it's expressions like this about Mariah. Heebie-jeebies.
Heebie-jeebies.
What the hell?
You don't know what the heebie-jeebies are?
I know what they are. Footsie-wootsy. No,
okay, that was the thing. When we first met, Luka hated all those little terms I used.
I still kind of
You
do.
hated lovey-dovey. You thought it was so disturbing.
So unmanly.
The things that bothered me about you was that you tucked your shirt in, you wore capris, which I still am not okay with. It's like floods or shorts. You
I don't
have to
have
choose.
them anymore.
I know.
I threw them away. Or maybe you did. I don't even know. I just can't find them.
No, like that was...
Then I didn't shower every day. Come on, admit it.
That drove me crazy. Like, don't you like to be clean? Don't you like to shower? You just don't care. And I think it's because you come from a very rural family. Your mom's very much that way.
Don't judge. I'm just asking you questions. This is your Q&A, not mine.
Okay, next question. Ask me anything.
I can ask you anything anyways, so I don't have to...
I know, but for the sake of the audience.
I know. What would you attribute the most amazing thing that you got from me? That you changed? Because you saw it on me and you said, I want to be like him.
Could you be more egocentric?
This is your Q&A. I'm asking you damn questions, okay? No opinions, just answers.
No, I know actually. I know. It was the way you were able to talk to people, the way you were able to ask questions like you were really interested in them. I was fascinated how you did this because I was extremely selfish. And I thought, how can you be interested in what other people are like? How can you be interested in them? Or like, how do you come up with these questions beyond just, hi, what's your name? How are you doing today? Great, nice to meet you. But you really had good questions. And I really wanted to be like that.
That is really a good quality.
Yeah.
And what do you think has gotten worse because you saw it in me and you just like, stopped caring? Or what were the things since we're married you stopped doing?
For you? Like things I stopped doing for you?
Yeah, maybe.
Your
I don't
laundry?
know. Like, I'm just giving you more.
I've stopped nagging you about the shower so much.
how about you stop brushing your teeth so much?
I did stop brushing my teeth so much.
That's definitely a negative part you got
Definitely.
from me.
You were a bad influence on me on that. I used to brush and floss my teeth, like, a lot. They don't have to be so deep, you know. I mean, I'm sure people appreciate that.
What has been your favorite vacation so far?
God, it's interesting because I feel like every vacation we have, there's good parts and bad parts. And sometimes the bad parts have been so bad, I think that can't possibly be our best vacation.
Like what?
Well, like last year, we had the huge fight at Toplice.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I
I just remembered.
Like, and then I go, Hvar was amazing. Going to Hvar together was incredible. But the road there was like, getting there was so awful. But the time we were there was magical. But I got stung, or I got like an enormous swelling on the face from a mosquito.
You need to put a photo in there.
I don't have time.
I'll find it.
I got bit by a mosquito while we were sleeping, and I woke up, my bottom lip was so swollen, was enormous. However, on the plus side, at the end of that day, the swelling had gone down, and that was the first time we said I love you.
That is very true. Very good point. Very good memory.
So probably I would have to say, for its magical, historical qualities, Hvar has been my favorite vacation with you. Whenever we go to California, it never feels like a vacation because we're doing so much. It's not just us spending time together, which is what I consider a vacation.
Right.
Favorite vacation before we were a thing was when, I guess it would be my 18th birthday. It was probably one of like the best birthdays I've ever had. It was kind of a surprise, but my parents organized that my whole family and some of my very closest friends all went to Disneyland. And we spent, I don't know how, like 3 days in Disneyland or something like this. It was before their prices went up like insane. But we all went to Disneyland, and the amazing thing was, it was in January. It was raining the entire time we were there. There was no one in the park. No one. There was, I mean, I don't know how many of us there were. There had to be at least like 15 of us in our group. We walked on every ride we went. It was amazing.
Nice. What was your favorite vacation since we've had kids? That's Leia.
I think Toplice last year. I mean, what other? We haven't had. Although the one we had in Shiloh with Olivia was so good. We went to Shiloh, and it was when Olivia was like 15 months old, a year and a half. And we had like our apartment, which was really close to the water. And the weather wasn't so great, so we didn't spend so much time at the water. But at night, when Olivia was sleeping, Luke and I watched the Marvel movies, like Marvel Cinematic Universe. We watched all of them up until that point. We watched so many movies. It was so much fun. I enjoyed the crap out of that vacation.
It was great. Everything about it was great.
Yeah.
Except the fact that it wanted to charge us extra money for the AC.
Yeah.
They had AC in the room, but didn't give us remote. And when I wanted to get remote, they wanted extra, €3 a day? And it wasn't the money, it was the stupidity.
See, talking every vacation, good points and bad points.
What would you think would be easier if we lived in California right now?
I'd definitely have more people to watch my kids. That would be easier. I would have more people to watch my kids. Familiarity, space. Having a lot of space would make it easier. I'm just more familiar at where to go and what to do, and the lifestyle's more familiar to me. Things I like to do that I grew up doing are all available there, and they're not all available here.
If you could have 3 things that are here in this country and live in California, so you would kind of just like move them, like, don't go into details how and why, but if you could, like, what are the 3 traits or whatever you decide that you would really want to be or have in America?
I would have the quality of food. The quality of food here is so superior, and the price of that is unbelievably cheaper here. And I would have the attitude of natural living that is very normal here.
What do you mean?
Like here you go to the pharmacy because you have some ache or pain or something, and they always give you a natural remedy first. Like it's very, like here whenever you go for something, like people are very comfortable with the idea that when you're sick or you have a problem, like you just deal with it and eventually it'll go away, or you try something natural herbal for that. Whereas in America, I think it's become so cultural to just go to pharmaceutical drugs and hardcore like medicine for things that maybe aren't that serious. So I appreciate that a lot about being here, and that's one trait I would have. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for asking these questions. I appreciate it.
Great questions, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please like it. If you liked me, please subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.